In this video we're going to introduce you with one of the most plausible theories out there, in which fierce Lyanna Mormont, who killed a giant at the age of 13, becoming a Giantsbane herself, was daughter of none other than Tormund Giantsbane, who also slew a giant at the age of 10. Like father, like daughter. Lyanna's mother, Mage Mormont, the she-bear, was the Lady of Bear Island, and the head of House Mormont. In the book she has many daughters, and in the show she had only one, Lyanna, namesake of Lyanna Stark, Lord Eddard Stark's sibling. There are indications that Mage Mormont had an affair with Tormund, and it resulted with a great warrior, Lyanna Mormont. The sigil of House Mormont is a bear surrounded by white with green borders. Just like Lyanna Stark was called a she-wolf due to the wolf being the sigil of her house, Mage Mormont was known in the north as the she-bear. Tormund boasts of having bedded a she-bear. There's a scene on the show when Tormund explains how he came by this name. In the mentioned scene, Tormund boasts to Jon Snow that he once accidentally seduced a bear during an intense snowstorm, believing she was merely a stout, hot-tempered woman, which funny enough is exactly how Mage Mormont is described in the books. When Tormund awoke, he was badly scratched, and there was a she-bear pelt lying on the ground. In addition to all these clues, no one knows who the father of Lyanna is, or even if Mage ever married. Nonetheless, all of Mage's daughters, and on the show her only daughter Lyanna, carried the surname Mormont, and none appear to be considered bastards. It's possible that Mage's husband came from a family of a lower nobility than the Mormonts, or no nobility at all, in which case a woman can choose to retain her own surname for herself and for her children. One of many of Tormund's nicknames is Husband to Bears. In the books, Mage's other daughter, Alysanne, smilingly shares the rumor claiming that Mormont women are skin changers, who turn into bears and find mates in the woods. In fact, Alysanne claims her two children are fathered by bears. One of the titles of Tormund Giantsbane is Father to Bears, meaning that some of the Mormonts may have wilding blood. On the gate of Mormont's Hall is a carving of a woman in a bear skin, with a child in one arm suckling at her breast, and a battle axe in the other. It's also mentioned that women of House Mormont learned how to defend themselves from wildlings, who avoided the wall entirely by using boats to cross the bay from the Freudian shore on the other side. So we know the wildlings were sometimes raiding their lands. Perhaps that's how Mage and Tormund met and fell in love, and the byproduct of that love may have been Lyanna Mormont. The show didn't confirm this, in my opinion probably the most plausible theory in the Game of Thrones realm, but there's still hope for the books to do the deed, and hopefully Lyanna survives the fight against the giant in the books, just like Tormund did. On the bright side of the show version, at least House Mormont and all of its members did not suffer the same fate as all other characters, which is being butchered by Season 8. Ironically, they were slain, but not by writing, but by their bravery and loyalty. Here they stand true to their words. Both Jorah and Lyanna stood their ground defending Winterfell. In conclusion, there's a high possibility that Lyanna Mormont was on the show and still is in the books the daughter of Tormund Giantsbane, the husband to bears and the father to bears, and the she-bear he bedded was none other than the she-bear Mage Mormont. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.